Hi. Yeah, sorry, just putting my phone on silent mode and checking few notifications. And also, yes, I got a new mic. I will show it to you. Here it is. I hope now the voice will be a little more clear. I will also try to be a little loud. That's difficult for me today. So in the last the exponential functions session, the voice was a little bit lower because I was about to have fever, which I had, and that is why I was not able to come live for the last 3 days. So I was taking rest. Today also I'm feeling a bit low, but I am that much fine that I can come and talk here and do one session here. So let's get started. Let's finish non-linear functions that we started. We had done all the quadratic questions, we had done all the exponential questions, and now everything whatever is remaining, because that's a small portion. So the third part will be your polynomial functions, rational functions, radical functions, absolute value functions. There are very few questions from those areas that are given in the SAT College Board question bank website, from where I've gathered all these questions. So without further delay, let's start. And yeah, I was not able to come, but thank you so much for everybody who kept subscribing, who kept watching, who kept commenting. I've tried to reply to the comments. There was a little delay because, as I told, I was having fever. Yeah, and I hope I'm sounding fine today. Like my voice, it is reaching you out because I have the speaker. So I hope the speaker is doing its job properly. Yeah, so I will just place it as close here so that it directly goes in there. Or can I put it like this? Oh yeah, I can put it like this as well so that it's directly over here. But then no, I feel uncomfortable. I like it here like this. Yeah, this is better. My mouth is here, so yeah. And now let's start. Oh, let me open oh my god, I will need, just give me a second. I forgot to open one thing. That's the Excel sheet where I've categorized everything into easy, easy, medium, hard questions, and then topic wise as well, so it will be easy for me. Here, so level, let me just select everything so that I know which question we should go on. And I'll be speaking very less in between because I will be trying to conserve my energy. Yeah, so in easy questions there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 questions including radical, polynomial and rational. So let's start with polynomial. Okay, first question is question number 24. Or let's not do polynomial, radical. I will cover all three of them together because they're total 10 questions only. So the first question is 11th, and that's a radical function question. So let's go to question number 11. That will be on page number 12. And sorry, I could not upload the exponential. Hi Ajay Radha. So I am sorry I could not what was I about to say? I'm really sorry. Yeah, so I was saying I'm really sorry that I could not upload the link in the description for exponential, but today I will upload for both exponential and this also. For this I don't have notes, but for exponential I have the notes as well, like I uploaded for the quadratic functions. Now question number 11. It's fairly simple question. the function is given to you. It could be any function. Right now it's a radical function. It doesn't matter what kind of a function it is. The only thing matter is that you have to find what is the value of f144. So that means the value of x is 144. So here wherever you see x, you just replace everything with 144. That will be 4 plus square root 144. If you remember, square root of 144 is 12. So it will directly be 4 plus 12. Answer is going to be 16. If not, you can also go on desmos. See, sometimes it's better to solve questions in your head rather than going on desmos. But if you have no clue, if you're stuck, then you can go to desmos. But because whenever you go to a calculator, it takes much more time than mental math if it is an easy question. So over here, you just there are multiple ways you can do this. You can just write f of x equals, I think it was 4 plus square root of x, yeah, and then they are asking f of 144, so you just write that. You will get your answer as 16. Okay, why I am saying this? Because otherwise what you will do, you will write 4 plus square root x, and then you will write x equals 116, and then in the graph you will have to zoom out and see what is the value you're getting. Oh sorry, x is 144, my bad. The y value is 16, so the answer is 16. But the better thing is you just write everything as it is. Okay, that's the best way to do it. Yeah, that is it. It is done. Now the next question that we will be going on is question number 24. That belongs to polynomial. That will be on page number 25. Yeah, so a table is given to you, some x and y values are given to you, and you have to identify which of the following graphs could represent the relationship between x and y. Okay, so I'm just going to write the values. At 0 it is 0, at 1 it is 1, at 2 it is 8, at 3 it is 27. So you can look, this is a cubic function, because 0 cube is 0, 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27. So you can just look at 0, it should be 0. Let's see what all the options are saying. So based on that I can cancel out my option C. Next thing is 1 comma 1. So at 1 the answer should be 1. So this option is also gone. Option B still remains. Option D is also gone because at 1 the value is 3, not 1. So this is just, you just have to look at the options and introspect, match with the table, you will get your answer. If you want to go to desmos, let's see if we can do it through desmos or not. I am just trying to explore as many options as possible, and which one is the fastest we decide at the end. Alright, it's going up like this, and my younger kitten is here, and now she is going to trouble all of us. Yeah. I'm just worried what she's going to do next. I don't straight away send her away, because I'm like, what if she learns and she can stay at this side of the table peacefully? When she creates a lot of havoc, then only I just put her down. But it's just good to see how much love they are. They don't like to show it, but just following you everywhere. Hopefully today shall be good. She shouldn't create anything, but yeah, let's move on. And now you see it's going up, right? So if it is going up, option A is cancelled. And at 0, At 0 the value is 0, so option C is also cancelled. This is also going up, but it's better. Oh my god, I'm getting a call. It's an important call, but I will take it later because right now I'm here. Yeah. Best way is to just match the points. Okay, for this particular question, it's introspection. Now the next question is question number 30. That will be on page number 31. This is a rational function, but again it has nothing to do with the rational function. They just want to know what is the value of f of x when x is equal to 3. So you just put x is equal to 3, you get 1 upon 6 times 3, that is 1 over 18. Don't go to desmos for this question, please, for God's sake, because otherwise you would be doing 1 over 6 times 3 and then converting into fraction, you will get 1 over 18. You can do that, but it's so much faster if you do it in your head. That was easy. Next is question number 42. These are not going to take a lot of time, and I will also try to wrap it up quickly. This is 42. This is your rational function again, but it doesn't matter what kind of a question it is. The graph of y is equal to f of x is shown. What is the value of f of 0? F of 0 means the value of x is 0. When x is 0, the value of y is 3. They're talking about the y-intercept. This is also known as y-intercept. F of 0 is 3. I think it shall be the last option. Yeah. This is the answer. You can also see over here. It is 3. That's it. Next one is 51. That will be on page number 52. X squared minus 6x plus 3 divided by x minus 1. What is f of minus 1 or f of negative 1? So here you can just type everything as it is. Now, very careful. Do not, whenever you have some addition or subtraction in the numerator and the denominator, do not directly write it. Always put in parentheses. Make it a habit, otherwise you'll be like, oops, what just happened, and then you will put parentheses after deleting something. So start with parentheses. Okay, so write f of x equals parentheses or brackets x squared minus 6x plus 3 divided by x minus 1. On the bottom you can do without parentheses. Yeah, so x squared minus 6x plus 3 divided by x minus 1, and then you just write f of minus 1. You can directly see from here as well as f of negative 1, you're seeing negative 5. But just to be sure, you can just write f of negative 1, you will get the answer as negative 5. If you like to do mental math, negative 1, this will be 1 plus 6 plus 3 over minus 2. 10 over negative 2, that is negative 5. Whenever it is negative 1, keep the sign of x squared, x to the fourth same. Just change the sign of x, x cubed, all the odd powers of x. So this is also a quicker way of doing this. Next one is question number 51. No, this was 51. Next one is 64. 64 will be on page number 65. And this is the question ID. This is polynomial cubic. Again, the same question, f of x is given, what is the value of f of 2x, value is 2. This you can directly do 2 cubed plus 9, 2 cubed is 8, 8 plus 9 is 17, 17 is your answer. If you want to go to desmos, just type the functions. F of x equals x cube plus 9, and now you want to find f of 2. The answer is 17. Okay, for these questions I prefer not to use calculator because it is faster, but everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses, so I am showing by both methods. Next is question number 78. That will be on page number 79. f of x is 6 plus square root of x. What is, again, the same question, f of 30. So here also I will first do without desmos. 6 plus 6, the answer is 12. Or you can just go here. Now for square root, you can just type sqrt. No need to go anywhere. Sqrt gives you square root. And you need to find, okay, we've got the answer 12. Or if you write x over here and write f of x, then you can just write f of 36 over here. There was only one place where you have to write x, so it's better you just put it there. But if there are multiple x's, then it gets like wherever you have to replace, you have to put your mind in it. So there you can just write the entire equation as it is, and then use like either of the two ways you can use in desmos. By directly replacing the value of x in your expression, or writing your expression as it is, and in the next like including f of x equals, and in the next line you just write f of 36 or f of 2 or whatever they are asking. Next is question number 107. So page number 108. Again, for what value of x does f of x equals 48? Over here f of x is 48, so 48 is equal to 8 square root x. Divide by 8, divide by 8, 6 is equal to square root of x, square x equals 36. Desmos, you can write f of x equals 8 square root x. If it is not, you can directly write 8 square root of x. And then you just write y equals 48, or f of x equals 48, doesn't really matter. The value of x is 36, that is what we are trying to find, the value of x. So these are just the functions are given to you, either they are asking for x value or the y value. All the questions are the same, you just have to evaluate. There was one question sorry, where the table was given and you had to get the graph. Next is 1110. That will be on page number 111. Again, f of 2, the value of x is 2, 2 cube is 8, 15 plus 8 is 23. In desmos, because there's only one place you need to change, you can directly write, because the value of x is 2, 23. Next, last is 112, that will be on page number 113. Again, there is a graph given to you. It's a polynomial function, f of x, y is equal to f of x is shown. In y-intercept is 0 comma y, what is the value of y? So y-intercept is this point, 0 comma negative 3. So the value of y is negative 3. For y-intercepts, x is always 0 because it is going to be on y-axis, and for x-intercepts, y is always 0 on x-intercepts. You will have some x values because it is going to be on the x-axis. So the answer is negative 3. That is it. We are done with the easy questions. Yeah. Now the medium questions, they are not also much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 or 9 questions. Let me see the exact count. Yeah, 9 questions. First is question number 21, that will be on page number 22. The graph is given to you, and which of the following could be the equation? Okay, so this is an important concept. You find out the x-intercepts, because as you can see in the graph, all the x-intercepts are given to you. like it's given in the factored form. Okay, so now you can see there are x-intercepts over here, over here, over here. Over here it is bouncing. Bouncing means what? It is touching the x-intercept and then going down. We can also say touching. So whenever there is bouncing or touching, that's a double root. So this will not be just x plus 5, this will be x plus 5 squared. Now this one is crossing. Crossing means single root. So this will be simply x minus 0 or x plus 0, that's just x. This one over here you see is also crossing because you are going from up to down. So you go from down to up or up to down, it's crossing. If you're going up and then down again, that's touching or bouncing. That's a double root. Double root, that means there will be a square. And this one is x minus 4. So we see the equation is x plus 5 whole square. There is x and there is x minus 4. We just have to look in which options do we have these things. We have x minus, there is no x plus 5 squared, so this is gone. There is x minus 4, x plus 5 whole squared, this could be the one. X minus 5, this is gone. The signs are opposite and there is no square. And option D, there is x plus 4, there should not be any x plus 4, so that is also gone. There is m sub, we do not know what is there, but nevertheless it is not the answer. So the answer is going to be this option. So if you know this concept that touching means double root, crossing means single root, you just have to write it once, and here you have to write the square. Getting answer becomes so much simpler. Otherwise what you would have to do, the other option is to check all the options in desmos. So what you will be doing, you will be writing negative 1 over 10. You can do that, but we are also trying to save time, right? So that you have time for important questions. Now you can see over here it is a passing through or a crossing because there is only one single root. So definitely this is not what our graph looks like. The second option, now we check. We see yes, there is a bouncing, there is a crossing, there is a crossing again. In the next option you have x plus 4, x minus 5, and there is no square. Whenever there will be a square, there will be touching. This is not what we want, we don't have it negative 4. And then the last option I'm hoping is this one. So again also it doesn't make any sense. So you can check all the options also, but that will take much longer to type all the options. If you directly know what the equation is, you can directly get your answer. So this is an important concept, so I'm just going to explain it one more time. Whenever there is a touching or bouncing in any of the polynomial functions graph, that means it's a double root. Double root means there is a square of that particular factor. If there is a crossing, there is a single root for that factor. If it's a cube, there will be a bending. I will show it to you right now. How does the bending look like? For example, if I type x cubed, so you see there is a bending over here. And if I write x minus 2 cube, you can see there is a bending over here. Do you see the bending? So there will be a bending. Whenever there is a bending, that means it's a triple root. If it's a square, there's a touching. You see, it's just touching and it's bouncing back. And with a single root, there will be a crossing. You can see there is a crossing. So remember, crossing, single root, bouncing back, double root, bending, and then going triple root. If you remember this, triple root means you have to cube it, double root means you have to square it, and single root means you have to write the factor only one time without any power. So these little things, they help you. You don't have to go to desmos for every. You can go, and it's pretty fast for certain questions, I'm not denying that, But if there is a faster way than that, then why not learn about it? Yeah. And in a difficult question, they would have played with the leading coefficient as well. But that we'll see later. Yeah, so now this question is done. Next is question number 23. That will be on page number 24. I'm just sipping little water so that I don't cough a lot. Again, the graph is given to you and you can see there's single crossing, single crossing, single crossing. All of them are single roots. So this one is x plus 1, the factor. This one is x minus 4, the factor. This one is x minus 7, the factor. X plus 1, x minus 4, x minus 7. Now the question is asking, for how many values of x does f of x is equal to 0? We have seen 1, 2, 3. Y is 0 for 3 values. This is a cubic function and they've given you a cubic function as well. The answer is 3. So you did not need to do anything over here. There's someone in the chat. Let's see. Aubrey, good evening, ma'am. Okay, what score can I get on math SAT? Only with desmos and basic background. I am not sure about that, how to answer that question. Sometimes if you just have basic background, the word problems will be problematic because then you will not know what to do with desmos also. So but I'm pretty sure you can get above 600, that's for sure, but how much above you can go, I'm not sure. So basic background, because in quadratic and exponential, if you would have seen, there are a lot of concepts, like there are a lot of conceptual questions where desmos doesn't do anything and you should have in-depth understanding of the entire topic. So make sure you try to get somewhat in-depth understanding as well. 600 is minimum I think that you can get, that's for sure, in my opinion and in my experience. But I cannot be sure how to answer this question. Thank you so much. Yeah. Because time is also going to be an issue. You understand, if you just have basic understanding and you're going to desmos for every single thing, for example in this particular question, it's just basic background, right? So time is also an issue. You should also know how to save time, because you have to take out time. So for that I have shared this in my full length test. All in module 2, always start from question number 22, because those are going to be difficult questions. Give them little more time, see if you are able to solve them within first few 10-15 minutes, last 5 questions. If not, then go to previous questions, because those are the easier ones. You will be like devote more time to them. That's what I mean to say. Yes, you have time to prepare. Like if you will just do these questions, the ones that we are doing, SAT College Board questions, like the question bank from College Board, it's pretty helpful. I'm not saying it's completely helpful, but it's pretty helpful. It gives you all different types of questions, easy, medium, difficult. So you can, like, easy questions everybody can do, or it's just easy. So you can try with medium and difficult questions in these modules, and whatever your weaknesses, you can try, you can give it a try. And you always have like multiple attempts for SAT, so don't pressure too much, but yes, you can try. There's 1 week left, so you can definitely improve. I'm not saying you will improve a lot, that's all on your hard work. I'm not sure, but if you will work, you will improve. Why not? Why won't you improve? And 1 week is a lot of time. If you dedicate it to SATs, it is a lot of time. Yeah, and you can try full length practice test and see where you are falling and what score you are getting right now. So have that idea, what score you are getting right now. You will have a better idea, because your score is going to be slightly lesser or slightly higher in main SATs as well, because the pressure of the exam day is different than when you're giving practice test, so it always goes a little below. But whatever you're getting, you can surely improve. Yeah, why not? Next is question number 44. That's 45. Also, just focus on lots of questions, like that's what we're trying to do over here, and try to understand the concept behind them. And first, go through those topics which you're not comfortable with, which you don't have an edge over. Yeah. So the function f of x equals x plus 6, x plus 5, x minus 4 is given, which table of value represents y is equal to f of x minus 3. So over here, if you will see, all the x values are negative 6, negative 5, 4, negative 6, negative 5, 4. And now it's a cubic function, so we can get rid of this one, because this is just saying y equals negative 3. This one is saying y is equal to 3. These two are not going to be the answers. Negative 3, negative 2, 7, negative 9, negative 8, 1. It could be any of those. So over here, desmos is far helpful than everything else. Okay. So you just go to desmos and don't even type the equation. Directly go to the table. I will tell you how to go to the table. This is an important. And I will write here as well what you have to do in desmos. So in desmos plus table, and in table you will have x1 over here. Now you write this entire thing: x1 plus 6, x1 plus 5, x1 minus 4, minus 3, and just write the x values over here. It will auto generate these values and you will get your table. Because your y is f of x minus 3, that is why we are subtracting 3 after this entire thing, because this is f of x. So I'm substituting it over here, and after that you have minus 3. Okay. So this one is a proper desmos question, because you will get your answer easily. Yeah. So now questions like these, you know that it cannot be done with mental math. So it can be done, but not as easily. So x1 minus 6 plus 6 plus 5 minus 4 plus 6 minus 4, and then you have minus 3. Let me make it bigger. Yeah. And now you just write negative 6. At negative 6 it should be negative 3. We are done. There's only one option. What if you're like, oh my god, but still there are two options? You just write oh my god. Oh my goodness. It's negative 3. Oh my god, I had cancelled that option. I thought this is not going to be a linear function. Oh my goodness. Like a constant function. Let me try something else. Oh, it is not a constant function, but for these three values you're getting negative 3. Oh my god, and this could have been done without desmos. That is why I like to stay on one problem. You're getting negative 3. I'm really sorry. So the answer is negative 3. And I just realized why. If you look at the options, at negative 6, f of x is 0. Because it is a factor. So if it's a factor, that means its value is 0. At negative 5, this is 0. Because that's also a factor. and at x is equal to 4, f of 4 is also a 0 because this is also a factor. So its factors are -6, -5, 4, and those are the values they're using, -6, -5, 4. And then you're just subtracting 3, y is equal to f of x minus 3, so you just subtract 3. And that is why you get -3, -3, -3. But from here also you directly get your answer. But if you do not want to do it like without desmos also, it's pretty easy if you get the answer. And always double check. Like I checked for -5 and I realized, no, I got it. It is also -3. Okay. So I've told you both the methods how you can directly get it. You look at the points -6, -5, 4. Those are all factors of f of x. That means the f is going to be 0 for all these 3 values. It's 0 minus 3, so it's -3 for all 3 of them. Yeah. This was question number 44. Next one is 47. That will be page number 48. In the xy plane, the y coordinate of the y-intercept of the function is c. Which of the following must equal to c? They're talking about y-intercept. We have seen in so many questions y-intercept is f of 0. Which of the following must be equal to c? F of 0. Because y-intercept is equal to c, that means f of 0 is equal to c. 84. No, 49. I'm really sorry. That will be on page number 50. Here. What is the value of f of -1? So I told you about -1. X cube, change the sign. X square, keep the sign same. X, flip the sign. Constant, keep the sign same. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. You can directly get the answer as 7. Or -1 cube plus 3 -1 squared. See, this one is easier to do by hand, in my opinion. Like mental math should be easier over here. The answer is 7. That's the second method through which you can do in desmos. Or like I've told you, no brainer, write everything as it is. X cube, yeah, was plus 3x square minus 6x minus 1, and they're looking for f of -1. You directly get your value over here, or you can directly get your value from here at -1. Anyways, the answer is 7. I like mental math when it is x value is 1 or -1. Flip, keep, flip, keep. That's the process. Next one is 84. Page number 85. Function f is defined by f of x equals 7x cube. G of x is so these are all transformation questions. Shifting the graph down 2 units. Shifting the graph, g of x is a result of shifting f of x down 2 units. So g of x is f of x minus 2. This should be invisible to you. Now what is f of x? F of x is 7x cube. So 7x cube minus 2. These are transformations. So f of x plus h I will write x minus h over here. Here. Minus plus. So if there is a plus sign, that means you have to shift left. and if there's a minus sign, that means you have to shift right edge. That's the transformation. And then if there's plus or minus k, minus means shift down k, plus means shift up k. So this is an important thing that will be used in so many questions. These are just translations. Because most of the questions I realize they ask from translations itself, so I'm giving you this entire thing. Down 2 means minus 2. Again, desmos won't do anything over here. 103, page number 104. The blurring thing has started. Yeah. 7n cube. What is the value of n when p of n is equal to 56? P of n is this. 56 equals 7n cube. For this, you can directly put this in desmos. You will get the value of x. Or divide by 7. Divide by 7. 8 is equal to n cube. Cube root, n is going to be 2. (56) equals 7n cube, and n they don't recognize, so x cube. Now this is 2, but you're not sure. Yeah, so now this is 2. So because this is a cubic function, it will not show you directly. So what you can do, like I've said it so many times, you just you split them. Y equals 56, y equals 7x cube. Go to 56, you will get your answer x is equal to 2. So in desmos, you can directly type 56 equals 7x cube, or you can write y equals 56, y equals 7x cube. See intersection point. If your calculations are very weak, go to desmos. Otherwise, this is a pretty simple question. You can do it using mental math. Page number 113. That's page number. Oh, sorry, question number 113. Page number is 114. Here, x plus 4, x minus 1, 2x minus 3, which of the following is not an x-intercept? So for this also no need to go. The factors are the x-intercepts. So x is going to be negative 4, x is going to be 1, and 2x minus 3 should be equal to 0. So when you solve this, x should be 3 over 2. So negative 4, 1, 3 over 2 are the x-intercepts. Negative 4 comma 0, this option is cancelled because it is 1, that is cancelled. And now she is here. I am 3 over 2. Negative 2 over 3 is not an x-intercept. So this is going to be your answer. If you're not sure that this is factored form and you can directly do this, then you can for sure go to desmos, but you can pretty much do it without desmos as well. Yeah, so she has started typing it again. She's not, oh my god, she's such a brat. And now she understands. Initially when I would open the treat box, now she is coming. That's the only way I can ask her to stay away from my place. She's done the caps lock. And then you have 2x minus 3. Let's make it smaller. Yeah, so it's negative 4, 1, 1.5. 1.5 is 3 halves. So negative 2/3 is not it. Oh my god, she's here again. Oh! Oh, I have her. Are you not going to fetch it? She's not going only. Because now she has realized I use that treat as a distraction for distraction. I always get confused between destruction and distraction. That's just a distraction. She comes back again. But anyways, yeah. So this particular question you can do without desmos. That's my whole point, because you can directly see it's negative 4. This one is 1 and this one is 3 halves. Okay, or because typing in desmos, it will take time, because you're typing in through keyboard, and then you're looking what are the options, and then you're converting 1.5 to fraction. So it's directly over here. So remember, factors are your x-intercepts, but do not make a mistake. So what many people, if it has to be equal to 0 or it has to be equal to f of x, only then those are x-intercepts. If it equals to some other value, for example, all of this equal to 5, then they are not x-intercepts any longer. Okay? So remember that. She is here again. Next question is 128. Yeah, so you have f of x equals a minus 19 over x plus 5. Again, this is a transformation question. A is a constant. The graph of function f in the xy plane, where y is equal to f of x. F of x is translated 3 units down and 4 units right to produce g of x. So 3 units down means you will subtract 3. 3 units down and 4 units right. It will be x minus 4 minus 3. This thing means 4 right, and this means 3 down. For left and right, it's counterintuitive, because when you're going to right, you're actually moving to a positive side, but there's a minus sign over here. And when you're moving to the left, it's actually subtraction, but there's a plus sign over here. So it's counterintuitive, remember that. Now we have f of x minus 4 minus 3. So f of x minus 4, wherever you see x, you have to replace it with x minus 4. So a minus 19 over x minus 4. Okay. Then you have plus 5. Then you have plus 5, and then you subtract 3 at the end. 5 minus 3 is 2. So the answer is a minus 19 over x minus 4 plus 2. Option B. Alright, you're not subtracting 3 over here, you're subtracting 3 at the end. So this is again transformation. 3 units down, that means minus 3. 4 units. I think I can. Now how do I? Yeah. And 4 units to the right means f of x minus 4. So wherever you see, I will have to. It's page number 129. Yeah. F of x minus 4 minus 3. A minus 19 over x minus 4 plus 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. So wherever you see x, this thing it just tells you input. Whatever you replace over here, every x gets replaced with this. So if this becomes x minus 4, then every x over here becomes x minus 4. There is only one, so only one x is becoming x minus 4. Okay. Yeah, so that's the concept. Yeah, now with this we're done. So most of the few of the questions were still related to x-intercepts. X-intercepts come in play, and then there were transformations in this particular one. Now the hard questions. Hard questions are also not much, so I will yeah. Where should I put this? I think I have to put it on this side, because that madam, on the other end it's not. Oh my god, why is it not staying here? I think it has been disconnected. Yes, now it's picking up. Yeah, I'm able to see colors. Yeah, you're most welcome. Next is question number 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are only 6 hard questions, so don't worry. 26. Page number 26, question number 25. Again, if you will see, the function of f is defined with this entire thing. G of x is a result of translating the graph up 4 units. So that means g of x is equal to f of x up 4 units, that means f of x plus 4. And if you have to find g of 0, that is going to be f of 0 plus 4. Alright, and f of 0, you just put every x with 0. So negative 6 times negative 2 times 6 is going to be f of 0. Negative 6 times negative 2 times 6 plus 4, 72 plus 4, 76. For this one, actually you can also go to desmos. I don't mind that. All you have to do is write f of x equals x minus 6, x minus 2, x plus 6. And then you should know up 4 units means g of x is going to be equal to f of x plus 4. And then you just find g of 0. The answer is 76. So for this you can also go to desmos and type everything. Alright, I think I shall zoom in a little bit, because I think oh my god, I just realized something. See, if you keep exploring, you realize something. You will get the entire table of f of x. All you have to do is go to edit list. Now let me just check one more thing, because this is normal desmos. I'm going to go to Khan Academy and I'm going to show my face up until then. Yeah, just give me a second. This is a huge revelation for me. because the desmos that you're going to get, that's going to be in Blue Book or Khan Academy. So I'm going to Khan Academy right now. And then we are doing the math. I hope they're showing the show calculator. Please show calculator. Yes, I've got the calculator. Okay, now let's see. I figured out one way that you can, write the entire equation over there. But now over here, let me type f of x equals 2x minus 5. I'm writing anything random, and yes, you can create a table. You will get a table. And does this work for inequalities? Let's check out. Let me say y is less than. No. And instead of y, if I try to write f of x, then no. Okay, it's only useful for equations. So for equations, you can directly go here and you will get a create table option. So we'll also remember that. For example, from here, you can create this table and you can see at 0 it is 76. That also you can do. That's wonderful. Yeah. That was also a good way. Or if you directly know g of 0 is f of 0 plus 4, you don't need to type all of this, right? Because we don't want, it's going to be 0 anyway. You can directly write the final expression, 72 plus 4, you will get 76. That will save a lot more time in typing and all of it. The next question is 39. Page number is going to be 40. Okay, this is your absolute value question, absolute value function. F of x is absolute value of 59 minus 2x. Function is defined by the given equation. For what value of k does f of k equals 3k? F of k equals 3k means x equals k, and then f of x equals 3k. So that's what we are going to do here. I will write 3k is equal to absolute value of 59 minus 2k. Because x I will be replacing with k, f of x I will be replacing with 3k. And now if you want, you can solve it by hand. I won't recommend that. In desmos, just write I will tell you what to write, because if you directly write this, then you will not get the points. So just write y equals 3x, y equals absolute value of 59 minus 2x. Now how can you get absolute value? You will see below backspace. You just have to shift and whatever key you have below backspace, where there is a slash, like the key looks like this. So this is your absolute value. So in most of the keyboards you will have to use shift, and I think writing ABS should also work fine. First let me tell you what I was saying. Let me try ABS. If you want, you can also write ABS, but you can simply write this, and then 59 minus 2x. You will see a value, but you will not be able to put a point on it, and it's a decimal value. So you'll be like, oh my god, what should be our answer then? It's between 11.5 and 12, and still we are not sure. That's why I recommend it's 11.8. (59/5). What I recommend, just write in two different lines. You don't even need y equals. You only need y equals something when it's a constant value. For example, y equals 58, because 58 it doesn't understand. It thinks of it as a number, not a function. But 3x, an absolute value of 59 minus 2x, you see the meeting over here, 11.8. The value of x is 11.8. And this is 59/5. So the answer is 59/5. Got it? Why I choose to write two different equations. After 40, it's I will take her because it's getting harder. I thought it's very few questions I will be able to manage her, but no. Now she's doing anything. She's too young to understand. Hopefully when she gets bigger, she will sit silently. Like my elder cat, she sits very silently. Right now she's sitting on the floor in the same room. But yeah, she doesn't trouble me. She used to trouble me initially, but now she knows which space to occupy and which space not to occupy. I think she will take a little more time. But yeah, coming back to the question. I hope this question is clear. Next one is question number 60. Page number 61. The table is given to you. Which of the following must be a factor of p? When they're talking about factor of p, they're talking about x-intercept. When they're talking about x-intercept, that means it should be a comma 0. This is not your x-intercept, this is your y-intercept. That is the mistake that many people can do, and this is your x-intercept. So these two are your x-intercepts, because over here the value of y is 0. So what are the x-intercepts? X equals -1, x equals 2. So your factors are going to be x plus 1, x minus 2. X plus 1, x minus 2, that's the answer. Now see, this is so much easier to directly see -1, 0, 2, 0, it will be x plus 1, it will be x minus 2. Otherwise, if you do not know the concept, writing the table will also not help. You will write the entire table, look at the graph, you will again find, oh, the x-intercepts are -1, 2, because that's where it is touching the x-axis, but this way this is much better. So this one also does not require the expertise of desmos. Yeah. Next is question number 100. That will be page number 101. I think I'll have to put AC for some time, because and the good thing is, because now I have the mic, I can choose to open the AC. But do tell me if it is noisy, then I will switch it off, because usually I switch it off in my all my classes and all my sessions. So yeah. Now this is also transformation question. F of x is x plus 6, x plus 5, x plus 1. Function g is defined by g of x is equal to f of x minus 1. So g of x is equal to f of x minus 1 means what? 1 to the right. Now what are the x-intercepts of f of x? Negative 6, negative 5, negative 1. For g of x we are going 1 to the right. One to the right means you will add 1. Here you are writing minus 1, but 1 to the right means for the values you will add 1. So negative 6 plus 1, negative 5 plus 1, negative 4, negative 1 plus 1, 0. Negative 5 minus 4, 0. So these are the x-intercepts, negative 5, 0 for g of x. What is a plus b plus c? Negative 5 plus negative 4 plus 0. Answer is negative 9. That's method 1. Easiest method. Otherwise, what else you can do? G of x is f of x minus 1. And let's say you do not know, it is moving to the right. But you know f of x minus 1, that means you have to replace every x with x minus 1. So you will write x minus 1 plus 6, x minus 1 plus 5, x minus 1 plus 1. This will become x plus 5, this will become x plus 4, this will become x. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Now from here, this is your g of x. X-intercepts are negative 4, negative 5, negative 4 and 0. So now you just add them because you want their addition. The answer is negative 9. Alright. So both the methods are without desmos. If you want to use desmos, oh my god, she wants to go out at 12 in the morning. My cat has some... Now the elder one is at it. But yeah, please do let me know if I need to switch off the AC or increase the sound. If it's noisy, I can do that. Otherwise it's okay. Yeah. Now the third method, how can we use desmos? You write f of x. And here you will have to type f of x because in the next line I want f of x minus 1. This is x plus 6, x plus 5, x plus 1. And then we have f of x minus 1. G of x equals f of x minus 1. If you're running out of time or you're like, no, for me this method is better, you can do this as well. Now g of x is black colored graph. So for black colored you can see it's negative 5, negative 4 and 0. So negative 5, negative 4, 0, the answer is negative 9. Alright. So you can also use desmos. I won't condemn its rule over here. I won't condemn its usage over here. But these are like inspection questions, so I try to not use desmos for these questions, but if you want, you can use desmos. This was question number 100. Now the next question is 106. My nose is troubling me again. Last time it was also troubling. I thought, yeah, anyways. This is a proper desmos question. I will tell you how to do it without desmos as well. It's a cubic function, 3 zeros are given to you. The function is going to be you can use regression. These are zeros of the function, so you use table -5 0 6 0 7 0, and then you use the equation that's given to you. y1 is x1 cube plus ax1 square plus bx1 plus c. You will directly get the value of c in your parameters. Method 2, again we'll be using desmos, but because zeros are given, and the value of x cube is 1, the leading coefficient is 1, so h of x is simply going to be x plus 5 times x minus 6 times x minus 7. You put this equation in desmos, and now see, the constant in polynomial functions is always y-intercept, and now you look for y-intercept in the graph. Method 3, if you have the understanding that c is your y-intercept, this is without desmos, h of x is going to be, okay, I will pull it a little bit over here. Yeah, h of x is x plus 5 times x minus 6 times x minus 7. How do I know this? Because leading coefficient is 1, so it's going to be 1 over here. And now c is y-intercept, that means you have to find h of 0. So just 5 times -6 times -7, because you put all the x's as 0. So -30 times -7, that's 210. If you know this concept, it's so much easier. You can directly get 210. Otherwise, you can go to desmos and try either of these methods. This one you don't even need to know that it is y-intercept or not. In second one, you need to know how to write equation from zeros, and that c is your y-intercept. You need little more understanding of the concept. Over here, you do not need understanding also. You can directly get your answers. So let's try method 1. You create the table, -5 0 6 0 7 0, and they've given you the equation as well. y1 x cube plus ax1 square plus bx1, and this method is excellent when you're looking for something else as well. The value of c is 210. You directly get c is equal to 210. How do I, how do I make this? Yeah, that is what I was looking for. That is how I got to know you can get the table. Zoom fit. Anyways, the value of c is 210. From the parameters you get over here, zeros are given, so this is the equation, and we are looking for y-intercept in the graph, but it's just easier, you just put 0 over here, 5. So instead of method 2 and method 3, I would ask you to use method 3. Directly over here, just write 5 times -6 times -7. You will get 210. Otherwise, you will be wasting time. X plus 5 x minus 6, x minus 7, looking at the graph, getting 0, 210, so 210. Otherwise you can simply do f of x and then f of 0. So see, lots of complications over there. It's better that once you have written this, you just convert each of the x's to 0. Or you write 0 in the beginning, you will get 210. I hope all the methods are clear. Okay, I'm taking some of the space, so yeah. Now last few questions. In fact, last question. Last question is question number 123. That will be on page number 124. This is an exponential function, rational function. F of x is equal to a over x plus b. The partial graph of y is equal to f of x is given. G of x is equal to f of x plus 4, which could be the function g. So wherever you see x, you have to replace it with x plus 4. Okay, so you just need the values of a and b. There are two variables a and b, that means you need 2 points. You have negative 7, you have negative 10 comma negative 1, you have negative 7 comma negative 2, and you have negative 6 comma negative 3. Negative 5, it is negative 6. You can take any of these 2 points. Desmos, write y1 is a over x1 plus b. You will get the values of a and b, and from there you just have to replace x with x plus 4. Sorry, it was at negative 10, it was negative 1. And at negative 7, it was negative 2, I guess. Yeah. A over x1 plus b. And whenever it shows a sign, remember that you have not written x as x1 everywhere. 6 and 4. A is 6, b is 4. You get a is equal to 6, b is equal to 4. Now f of x is 6 over x plus 4. F of x plus 4 is, wherever you see x, you replace with x plus 4. The answer is 6 over x plus 8. Alright. There are more complicated ways to do this, but I prefer this one. This is the easiest one. Alright. Since this is the last question, what if you do not know, you have to replace with x plus 4, you might ask. So you have got the value of a is equal to 6, b is equal to 4. Then you can write f of x is equal to 6 over x plus 4. Then you can write f of x plus 4. And then you can check all the options. See which one overlaps with G. I don't recommend this. There also I am writing. because it's so much simpler that you have to just replace x with x plus 4. So that is it with this. All the questions are done. Ma'am, can you lesson me Kunal Meshram? Ma'am, please make a video on triangles and circles. Yes, the next thing I'm going to do is doing geometry, because there are other people also who have been asking me to make a video on geometry. So after I finish this, after today, I will be starting geometry. And I will remove my logo. Oh no, I should not. It gives you the option to subscribe. I will just change its location. Here. I hope I'm clear. Yeah, now I'm just for safety purposes, I'm going to check if I've covered all the questions or not. 1 is done. 2 is done. 3 is done. 4, yeah, done. 5 done. 6 done. I'm just checking if I've covered all the questions. This is easier. Question number is not mentioned over here. I will write 26. Yeah. It's weird, the question number are not mentioned over here. So in transformations, they are asking translations only, up and down, left and right, and you should know what that means. Now, so far I have not encountered any question that I have not covered, but there are few missing question numbers. See, there's this one question which was left. I do not know how did this happen. This is page number 116. Sorry, this is question number 116. 116 is exponential. I'm really sorry, I could not cover this in exponential. I will be covering it over here. For the exponential function, value of f of 1 is k, where k is a constant. Which of the following equivalent forms of the function f shows the value of k as a coefficient or the base? That means coefficient or base should be k when we put x is equal to 1. You should get f of 1 as k, and k should be included over here. Alright. So over here, when you put x is equal to 1, you will get 50 times 2 squared, and f of x is not equal to 50 times 2 squared, right? It's not equal to 50, it's not equal to 2. So this option is gone, because your answer is going to be something else. F of 1 is k, the value is something else, right? 50 times 2 squared, and your coefficient is 50, your base is 2. So 50 or 2 is not the answer, that is why this is not the option. 80 times 2 to the power x, when you put 1 over here, 80 times 2 to the power 1, again your answer is going to be 80 times 2, that is 160, that is not the coefficient or the base, so this option is also gone. Over here it's 128 times 2 to the power 1 minus 1, now 1 minus 1 is 0, so this is going to be 128 because 2 to the power 0 is 1. Answer is 128, that is the coefficient, so this is the answer. Same thing over here, 205, 2 to the power negative 1, 1 minus 2 is negative 1, and the answer is not going to be 205, which is the coefficient, it's neither 2, which is the base, so this is also gone. Got it? Also, other thing in exponential, mostly y-intercept, not always but mostly y-intercept is coefficient. When you have a times b to the power x minus h or whatever. Alright, so I have to see where this entire thing is becoming 0. It is becoming 0 over here when I put 1 minus 1. Over here it is 2. Answer is going to be different. Over here it is 1, and then over here it is negative 1. That's why this is going to be my answer, and you can double check as well. Why I want my power to become 0? Because that's when your function's value will be equal to coefficient. Ma'am, koi nahi hai. Ajay Kumar, hi. Hello, hi Ajay. Kunal Meshram, when is your exam? If it's 24th August, it will be very difficult because to cover everything in such a less time, because it takes me 1-2 weeks to understand on which level the student is. So in 1 week it will be, it's not even 1 week, 6 days it will be difficult. So but yeah, you can connect to me. I will write my email ID. Alright, so you can connect to me and we can see if anything can be done. Yeah. So basically I am looking where my power becomes 0, because that particular thing will become 1 and it will be exactly equal to my coefficient. Okay. So when x is equal to 1, only in x minus 1 the power is going to become 0. That factor is going to become 1 and is going to equal to coefficient. Alright. I don't know how I missed this question, but yeah. This is an exponential question, but I am covering it over here. Yeah, there was this one question that was missed. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Other than that, everything is there. I'm just going to save it. Yeah. Yeah, so that is it, we are done. I'm sorry if the energy was low, but I hope the sound issue is fixed now, because I have the microphone right now. There's a microphone in my speaker, there's a microphone in my camera, there's a microphone in my laptop, but I think none of them were catching my voices. Now I can just place it here and then I can speak. So I think it will be much better. But yeah, thank you so much everybody who has been watching this, and I hope this video was also helpful. And with this non-linear functions is completed, next I will be starting with geometry, because so many people are asking about it and we have less time, so let's cover geometry. And after that I will go through non-linear equations as well. That will be easier, but there are certain kind of questions on quadratic that are a little trickier. But yeah, first let's focus on geometry. Thank you so much. Bye. I'll be going now. Good night.